hit, and the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Beverly in at the 1. And for Denver, Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Bull, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot. George finds Morris, and that one drops. Morris has got the first basket of the game for Los Angeles.
In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Offensive rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
And George with the stuff.
And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Barton against Zubac. Denver grabs the miss.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Porter, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Passes it to Bull. The kick out to Porter. Murray outside. The drive by Jokic. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. To the middle. Here's Zubac, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Beverly with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. One-on-one here. Here's Bull. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Down low. Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Leonard inside. Zubac kicks to George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Three-pointer, Barton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Leonard, no luck.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Bull can't hit. And stolen by Murray. Bull dishes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. There's the pass to Rivers. There's 1:17 left to play here in the first. Green, the pass to Rivers. The putback, and Green is right there.
Quick off the floor for these offensive rebounds. Green 7'2" wingspan. It helps him snatch them.
On the wing, Morris. Right side, Rondo. Off with the layup.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Morris with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Kennard, the pass to man. Shoots the 3. And the Clippers miss again. Now Gordon. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Denver on top as they end the first quarter with a big...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
You've got Monte Morris. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. And it's Rivers in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And then Leonard with the dunk.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Dishes it to Beverly. Back to Morris. It's stolen by Morris. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
George passes to Beverly. Back to George. 3-pointer. And no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Zubac kicks to George. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets leading by 4. And the wide open shot from Morris. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Morris finds Porter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Morris passes to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Kennard with the ball. Now Bol defending.
That's how you run pick and roll. Kennard's a smart player who's gotten better at creating for others.
Back to Murray. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jackson looking around. Ibaka against Jokic. Here's Jackson trying to get open as Ibaka. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut back down to 4 with the made basket from Jackson.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
Pass to Jokic, moves back up. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Denver leading by 4. Murray for 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Campazzo guarded by Jackson. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off the bounce, and that should do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for the Clippers right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Zubac finds George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Jumps up. And the dunk by Bol.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Beverly. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Beverly's got his first basket of the night.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple. He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Wide open look here for Murray. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. And there's Murray on the assist by Porter. Murray's got 12.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Beverly against Porter. And here's Leonard. 6 points for him. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Murray kicks to Bull. Jokic passes to Porter. Shoots over Leonard. Another shot. Three-pointer. Barton. Murray with it. George picks him up. Barton off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Beverly dishes to George. The shot that time not on target. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in LA with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside Leonard. Beverly against Murray. Yep, that one goes in there.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the second pick in the 2017 draft. That or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Jokic finds Murray. Bull with it. A 3-ball. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Bull. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Passes it to Mann. On the wing, Batum. Covered by Morris. Batum against Morris. A shot by Batum, no good. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Clippers trail by 7. Batum passes to Mann. Here's Jackson. And Ibaka slams it in.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And another miss by Denver. The Clippers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 3-point Denver lead.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Rivers with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Green inside the 3-point line. Misses off the left iron. Kennard finds Batum. Here's Jackson. Green with the rebound. And here's Morris for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets lead by 3. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Porter is out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
It's Porter outside. Kennard against Morris, and it's blocked.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Leonard, the pass to Mann. Back to Leonard. To take the lead. Zubats controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Millsap dishes to Green. Can't hit from in close. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Rondo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Morris finds Porter. Millsap's against Zubats. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Pass to man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
Outside, Green. And they get it. And he lays it up and in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Outside, Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Pushing the action. Always working for the best shot. Nice drive by Kawhi.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. No good from 11 feet.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now here's Porter. Defense is right there. Clippers leading by 7. Leonard the pass to Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Morris with the bucket.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
George against Barton. From the stripe. Outside for George. That doesn't go either for George. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Barton. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Outside Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Leonard. Outside for George. And stolen by Barton. Murray right side. Back to Porter. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Outside Leonard. And again, unable to change momentum here. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Bol. It's in!
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
George looking around. Money!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Murray outside. And the rejection by Zubats. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Dave. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2-guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Marjanovic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Now, here's Doncic. Block. That one goes careening off the glass.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Doncic. Pocket 4. Here's Hardaway. Nice form on the 20-footer. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Porzingis following the score by Jamal Murray. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. About a minute played so far here in the first. Pass to Bowl. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Doncic against Murray. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Jokic against Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
Nice job by Barton as a guard or sometimes small forward to get in there and hustle on the glass.
Murray against Doncic. The feed to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. A new 14 for the Mavericks.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Barton kicks to Jokic. Murray surveying the D. Jokic passes to Murray. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic is big, Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Jermichael Green comes in for Bowl. Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the score by Dallas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Redick dishes to Richardson. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
Here's Morris. Fires the three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Kicks it out to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Cauley Stein passes to Richardson. Back to Cauley Stein. Powell with it. Again, the Mavericks score.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Morris against Redick. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Richardson with it. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Dallas up by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Knocks it loose. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. They now take the lead. Murray's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
They double him with Barton. And stolen by Murray. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. It's blocked. And he gets it back. Jokic finds Porter over Richardson. That shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Pass to Powell. To end the run, Porzingis trying to get free. And the layup by Powell.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Josh Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Out to Hardaway. Lets the 3 fly. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Jokic. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. Porzingis has got the ball. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Go into the rack with energy in the D.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was... What a jam! And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Dallas, no good that time either. Denver shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The pass to Hardaway. Now, here's Doncic. 4 on the clock. And Doncic throws it down.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game. Has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
Right side, Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Sinks the three-pointer. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Doncic with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And Cauley Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
Morris dishes to McGee. Back to Morris. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Doncic, and it's good for 2. Doncic has got 6.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Ball's not loose. It's a tie game. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives his leadership And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
They've got Powell. J.J. Redick is out there with Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Melly in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing two-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. From past the arc and stolen by Bull. Murray, the pass to Porter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Porter with the steal to the middle. Murray. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Barton against Richardson. He gets that one.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Jokic, and good that time. Jokic has got his second basket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Redick. Shot clock at 5 for Murray, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Nuggets leading by 4, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call,
That is.
Got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Doncic looking it over. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. No good there. Good work defensively by Morris. The Nuggets leading by 6. Here's Jokic. They grab their own miss. Count it. Jokic has got 10.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Green. Redick against Morris. Redick dishes to Cauley Stein. Basket good.
Cauley Stein, you've got to talk mostly about the agility that this young big has, rolling well after the screen.
Cauley Stein against Rivers. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Rivers. Jokic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Redick with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. And the shot goes in. And now a 10-point Nugget lead.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Richardson finds Powell. Back to Richardson. And it's sent back by Jokic. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Right at the free throw line. And it's Jokic missing. Millsap with the steal. Campazzo. Millsap. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
They're competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
Redick passes to Richardson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Paul Millsap out there with Gordon, and it's Rivers, and there's JaVale McGee.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Campazzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Doncic outside. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Back to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. They get it back. Pass to Finney-Smith. Inside, stolen by McGee. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And it's Gordon with the finish.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Up top, Doncic goes up on the high post. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Rivers surveying the D. Porzingis with the steal. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Outside Gordon. Right side Millsap. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Kicks to McGee. Shot clock at 6. They get a hand on it. Hardaway with the steal. And so they foul intentionally. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Doncic for the Nuggets. Brunson against Murray. Pass to Porzingis. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 8. Barton outside. and he converts the layup.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Doncic outside, out to the right wing. And Porter comes to help. Shoots from the line. Here's Marjanovic, and they pick up 2.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
And there's the pass to Bull. Feeds to Porter. Bull with it. He's against Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Barton finds Jokic. No good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Passes it to Doncic. And stolen by Murray. A finish. And it's Murray with the jam.
Jamal Murray's hands on defense right there, being disruptive and staying active.
Mavericks trail by 10. And here is Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist from Hardaway.
How about the touch from Porzingis, demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor.
And that one's good by Porter.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nuggets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Doncic bounce pass. And stolen by Bull. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Morris passes to Green. Gordon dishes to Morris. McGee in the corner. Back to Morris. For 3, Gordon. And again, Denver no good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Brunson no good. Here's Morris. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do. What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Ivica Zubac. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point. It's stolen by Marjanovic. To the paint. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Doncic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. George is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Finney Smith. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. The drive by Jackson. Dishes it to George. Here's Morris. They get the rebound. It doesn't go for him. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the triple.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys. And for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Outside Hardaway. Gets a very good look and converts.
You know, really, Hardaway Jr., guys, is a threat to score from anywhere, especially this area, as we just saw.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Now, here is George. Tight defense on him. Morris passes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Looking to end the run. The rebound by Marjanovic.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Mann passes to Beverly. Now the pass to Ibaka. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. Here's Beverly. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Mavericks leading by 8. 1:53 left in the first quarter of the game. Brunson the pass to Kleba. Back to Brunson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Beverly. Here's Ibaka. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Pass to Melly. He kicks to Powell. Richardson against Kennard. Here's Kleba. Here's Powell. Passes it to Kleba. And here's Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Melly. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Can they get it? And it's Beverly missing. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Powell. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Ibaka. Now Beverly. Richardson covering. And that one's good. Beverly.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly there.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Richardson kicks to Kleba. Off target from three-point range. And that one's good. Beverly.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Richardson with it. Got it off in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback
Old school basketball, you know.
Well, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Batuma's out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the small forward. George against Doncic. Drops in the layup for two.
Timeout.
Doncic has got the lead up to 14 now for Dallas.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an...
Oh, what a dunk!
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Doncic against George. Morris against Porzingis. Here's Marjanovic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. No good that time. Nice D from Doncic.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in, and then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Richardson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Takes the 13-footer. The shot by Kleber, wide open, and the baseline jumper no good. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Back to Leonard. Out to Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Hardaway has got 8.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
Outside Rondo. Back to Jackson. No good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Leonard with the steal. Here's Zubac. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you to rock.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Melli passes to Richardson. And the 3 off target.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. .54 seconds left in the first half of the game. Brunson the pass to Melli. Richardson outside. The dish to Powell. Back to Richardson. And with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Beverly wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 13. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. This is his first free throw of the game.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Now here's Beverly. And the pass to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
And so it's the Dallas.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. And Shaq. And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
I love the activity. George is not just a perimeter player, folks. You can depend on him down low, too.
Dallas leading by 14. Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Leonard with the steal. Down low, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Marjanovic, good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
From 18 feet away, Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Hardaway from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. It's good. Jackson's got his first points of the game.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Hey, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Kennard finds Beverly. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Beverly's got 6 points.
Like how Beverly takes on challenges. This guy's a pit bull in his competitiveness. Aggressive at shooting over the defense, even when they're all in him.
Richardson outside. Now Brunson. 5 on the clock. From the line. That's good on the jump shot. Brunson's got his second bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. At the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
It's Richardson on the wing. Back to Brunson. Kleba against Batum. Brunson scanning the floor. From deep, Richardson doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Man, off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. At one point, they led by 16. Powell, the pass to Kleba. Shoots over Batum. Kleba, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mavericks. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And here is Doncic. Passes it to Kleber. Here's Porzingis, covered by Morris. Hardaway from outside. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Dallas.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Porzingis. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And here's George for three. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Puts it up from 15. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Shot to stop the run, and it's George missing. Mavericks leading by 18. Outside Hardaway. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Zubac. Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Doncic, 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Richardson. Offline with his three.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The pass to Porzingis. Over Ibaka. Dallas, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 18. Outside for Jackson. Ibaka, this is to Leonard. Pass to Morris. Fires from 18. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes to Richardson. Porzingis against Ibaka. Fades. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And not entering the league as a natural catch-and-shoot guy, Ibaka certainly has developed this part of his game.
Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. Outside Hardaway. Inside. It's tipped. Clock at 6. Out to Doncic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Porzingis.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And there's only ever going to be one result when Kawhi's driving to the bucket, and it's going to be loud, and it's going to be painful.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Up top, Doncic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Leonard. So it's the Clippers now. It's a 16-point game. And the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th personal foul. Substitution.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And here is Los Angeles now. Bucket is good.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. There it is, the Staples Center. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at point. Now here's Zubac. Leonard draws the double. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Here's Murray. Pass to Porter. Kicks it to Bol. There's the dish to Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And Jokic drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
A 3 from Leonard. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. The kick out to Porter from outside the arc. Kept alive. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
George against Barton. And it's sent back by Jokic. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here we go. All alone. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now here's Murray. It's hauled in by Beverly.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Zubac the pass to Morris. Barton against George. Back to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Barton dishes the ball, and he banks in the layup.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Beverly finds George. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Barton lays it up and banks it in. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi Leonard's jumper since he came into the league. Give credit to the time spent in San Antonio.
Here's Morris. Rebound by the Clippers. Stolen by McGee. Morris finds Gordon. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the floater, the offensive rebound. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, plays like that demonstrate Paul George's athletic ability. He's not just an elite scorer, he is a high flyer.
Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Morris with the bucket.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard attacking. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Leonard against Gordon. He lobs it up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years, and if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're...
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Green. He's out there with Austin Rivers. Paul Millsap out there with Monte Morris.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Nuggets trail. Here's Murray. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Barton passes to Bull. Barton trying to get open. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Barton.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Pass to Kennard. Takes the 3. That shot misses. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Murray, and he gets it to go.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Now here's Kennard. They get it back. Batum feeds it to Ibaka. Dishes to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Picked him clean. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Batum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Clippers lead by 2.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Nicholas Batum.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Now George. No good that time. 1:53 left in the first half. Porter, no luck. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And they're on the break. Got a piece of it. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Martin is checked in. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Jokic with it. Barton right side. Denver passing it around. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Porter. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The three from George. And it's Rivers with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. 58 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Morris against Rondo. Morris kicks to Rivers. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. Clippers trail by 4. And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's McGee with the jam.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Rondo dishes to Morris. He kicks it to Beverly. To halt the run, he takes it up and lays it in. Beverly's got his first basket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Morris finds Gordon, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams. And
I'm just focused on music. They say my last tape was a classic, but I got some hot. I be rocking this shit.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Bol.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Nobody near George. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. The Nuggets have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. Millsap comes in for Bull. Gordon's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. That free throw good from Barton. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bull comes in for Paul Millsap. Porter's checked in for Gordon. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Kennard with the ball. Batum for 3. Jokic grabs the miss. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And an active rebounder. Bull uses that physical advantage there to track down the miss.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Barton finds Jokic, and he makes that one. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Nuggets.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
It's Jackson with the drive, and it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Down low, Bull. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Lays it up off the glass. Beverly's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, this guy's ability to attack and be aggressive. Patrick Beverly in the painted area.
McGee, the pass to Morris. Up and in on the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
George dishes to Beverly. Back to George. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone. The feed to Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now sports is a microcosm of society as a whole. We all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Leonard attacking. Rebound by the Nuggets. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's McGee. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
It's good. Leonard's got 6.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Morris against Beverly. It's deflected. Right side, George. McGee with the block. The Nuggets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That free throw, no good.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Clippers trail by 14. Outside Rondo. A shot missing. And the Nuggets going the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Morris throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And pushing it up is Denver. The Nuggets again in transition. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Good on the second free throw. Millsap with the steal. Campazzo. Off target from outside. Here's Mann. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Denver Nuggets out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with. They've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Green. Then there's Jamal Murray. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has 0 fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Zubac is checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Nuggets leading by 14. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. The pass to Jokic. On the money from 12 feet away. 10 points for Jokic.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Rondo finds Zubac. Back to Leonard. Kennard trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter. Nuggets shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Barton outside. Denver passing it around. Shot clock at 6. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Murray kicks to Porter. Murray the pass to Porter. 6 to shoot. From deep. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Leonard.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's Jokic. He dishes it to Barton. And 2 free throws come. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break of hurt, Ron Lewis, he talked with the team. He told his guys, this is it. We need one final push here. Everyone working together. Let's go get these guys. He also talked about making smart plays with the ball. Kevin, you can't have any mistakes at this point of the game.
Ball dishes to Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Porter drills the baseline jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one does.
Boy, Patrick Beverley, what a pleasure this guy is to watch. The level of competitiveness, the commitment to the defensive end. Man, he can raise the team.
Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. Morris kicks to Barton. Morris against Beverley. Jokic passes to Barton. Shoots it. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard has averaged 25-plus across multiple seasons. We are talking about an elite scorer.
Morris dishes to Barton. Back to Morris. This one for three. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. On the wing, Porter misses the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game. Understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within 8.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
It's Barton on the wing. Ball kicks to Morris. Pass to Barton. Porter in the corner. Ball with it. Morris is there. Offensive rebound. Porter with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Ball. Banked in off the glass.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the Clippers miss again. And so here's Denver. The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Barton passes to Morris. Back to Barton. Morris outside. Passes it to Bol. There's the three. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Porter. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Bull, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Doncic, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Barton, no luck.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Barton. Denver passing it around. Now here's Bull. Here's Jokic. That shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. To the middle. Denver grabs the miss. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, they're starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding, a tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Now here's Murray. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Porter. Shoots over Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. To the inside. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his second basket of the game.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Murray. Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. Knocked loose. Doncic with the steal. Inside. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Hardaway.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Murray against Doncic. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Murray after Luka Doncic's bucket. Murray kicks the ball. It's deflected. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. A different look for Dallas. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Brunson. Dallas again missing. Rivers against Brunson. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Millsap passes to McGee. Outside Gordon. Outside for Millsap. Now here is McGee. D right on him. Millsap misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
And Millsap really getting up for that one. Love the aggressiveness.
Brunson kicks to Richardson. Lets it go from 11. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Morris. And Millsap, here we go. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
A great drive by Millsap there, capped off with the finish.
And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
He's going to throw his arm out trying to make a pass of that length.
Brunson with a clean look. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Now Morris, still looking for his first bucket in this one. He feeds it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Martin surveying the floor. Back to Jokic. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 9. Here's Doncic. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got his second basket.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Here's Doncic. Bull making his last shot. Porzingis finds Hardaway. Barton with some nice D. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Over Porter. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Pass to Bull. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And now just a 5-point Dallas lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Richardson against Rivers. That one drops for him. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
And McGee kicks to Millsap. Out to Morris. Clock at 6. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Mavericks leading by 5. There's 1:54 left here in the second. Pass to Brunson. Fires from deep. That one's not going to go. And it's Denver the other way. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Morris with the ball. McGee in the high post. Here's Gordon, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Rivers.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. For 3. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Morris dishes to Millsap. Morris looking over the floor. He kicks to Rivers. It could go. And so it's the Dallas Maverick. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead. And that's a...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Cole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Doncic against Murray. Down low, Porter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Mavericks leading by 10. Now here is Hardaway. And the pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Murray against Doncic. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Murray. Here's Marjanovic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Marjanovic has got 6.
Well, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me. The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Goes up at the stripe. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And that's 6.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Nuggets trail by 9. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Nelly is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and it's Richardson in for Hardaway. Morris passes to Jokic. From down in the low post, it goes. Jokic has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Dallas, no good that time either.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Porzingis finds Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Morris passes to Jokic and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Passes it to Melly. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Ipao comes in for Porzingis, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Brunson, no good. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
McGee's shot is off. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Dallas leading by 7. And here's Brunson. Pass to Melly. He dishes it to Powell. Kicks it out to Richardson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Campazzo. Brunson covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Denver shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now, Doncic. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Mavericks lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim. They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the middle, Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Moving it up, and Jokic blows it down.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And the Mavericks call time here.
If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Bull. It's rebounded by Doncic. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Barton kicks to Murray. To the inside. The 9-foot shot. And the layup is good.
Leading the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Doncic against Murray. That one misses. And Denver the other way now.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. Free throw, good. Jokic. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Richardson with it. Back to Doncic. To the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. Can't connect from short range. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. It's Barton with the drive. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic comes in for Cauley-Stein. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson. Bull. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the wide open shot for Morris. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
To take the lead. The layup good by Porter. Porter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 1. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Millsap comes in for Porter. Rivers is checked in for Barton. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. Doncic with the steal. And here we go. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot. He's a gamer.
Here's Murray up on top. Guarded by Doncic. Outside Hardaway. The pass to Kleba. And stolen by Murray. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Here's Doncic.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Gets the first. That will put them up by 2.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. And for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Here's Leonard. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Doncic. Fast break, Dallas. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. Beverly finds Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Now here's Hardaway. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Leonard.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game. Winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard got the ball, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And George drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Count it. Good.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Nobody near George. Offensive rebound. Zubac makes it off the glass.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
Here's Doncic. Now the dish to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Stolen by George. Here we go, 1-on-1. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 1:09 left to play in the first. Now Brunson has to call his Stein. Powell kicks to Richardson. Back to Powell. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Powell. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here is Ibaka. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Man passes to Ibaka. Outside for Jackson. Here's Man. Richardson covering. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Brunson against Jackson. Now here's Brunson. Count that one.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
That one, no good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes.
This game, it's a physical.
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Leonard with the ball. Hardaway picks him up.
And Smitty with LeBron getting into his late 30s. KD coming off the Achilles. For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Beverly dishes to Leonard. Down low. Zubac finds Beverly. The 9-foot shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Beverly's got his first points in this one.
Beverly's showing he can make things happen off the bounce.
And here is Hardaway. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Leonard with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
George against Doncic. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And that one is good.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 6. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. To the middle. And again, Dallas turns it over. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson passes to Kennard. Here's Mann. Back to Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Richardson.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now, here's Kennard. And there's the pass to Mann. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Give Josh credit, taking the challenge offensively, discipline, and that's a beautiful pass.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Luka Doncic.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Richardson dishes to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Powell. Back to Cauley-Stein. Down low. Pass to Melli. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Jackson against Brunson. Pass to Melli. To the inside. Inside. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Jackson with it. And the dunk by Jackson.
The flat-out speed of Reggie Jackson. No struggles getting to the rim and then doing something about it when he gets there.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And you think about... And that's a wrap with the third.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Reggie Jackson out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Ibaka. Then there's Batum. And it's Mann in at the small forward position.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Morris, no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Hardaway finds Porzingis. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. To the paint. 9 feet out. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And George, here we go. Beverly against Hardaway. Out to Morris. Back to Beverly. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac the pass to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got the lead up to 8 now for the Clippers. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Doncic hits it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Leonard looking around. Doncic with the block. Here's Finney-Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Melli. Richardson kicks to Powell. Over Morris. The shot by Powell, no good. Outside Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Powell with the steal. Richardson against Morris. Cauley Stein dishes to Richardson. To the inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Both shots good from the stripe. Los Angeles leading by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Platoon passes to Kennard. Shooting foul, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That one good for 2. And the Mavericks with possession here. 6-point game. Now Richardson fires the 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from 3-point range. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Runs in the pass to Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup. Powell's got 6.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Now here's Jackson. And Willie Cauley Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead, up 4. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Mavericks trail by 4. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Mann, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks. The first one falls. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. And here is Doncic. 3-pointer. Morris with the rebound. The 3 from George. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Beverly's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
Looking like a junkyard dog on the glass. Patrick Beverley, you have to admire his intensity.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Porzingis has got his first points of the game.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
George dishes to Beverly. Back to George. 3-pointer. Drills it from outside. And the Clippers lead by 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. To the middle. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Misses from short range. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Picked his pocket. Now the Mavericks moving it up. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Great look, but off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 9. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Zubac the pass to Morris. Kicks to Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And George, here we go. 4 on the clock. Zubac in the post. Guarded by Marjanovic. Zubac no good. And here's the break. Here's Finney Smith. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Here's George. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Finney Smith. A 3-pointer is right on target. Now just a 4-point Clipper lead.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
George passes to Zubac. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Leonard, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Doncic outside. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to George. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam. George with the ball. Outside Leonard. 1:11 left here in the 4th quarter. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks trail by 4. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Goes up to the stripe. Rebound by the Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Trying trying to ice this one. Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
Here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, it counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Here's Leonard. Doncic with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Leonard comes up empty down low. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Doncic looking it over. For the tie. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.